Maybe it'll jump back in here in a second. All right, so anyway, some of today's news. We had just heard overnight, as we know that Alaska is back up and running. Holland America Line is in Alaska, and unfortunately a float plane has gone down in Alaska with passengers on board. We believe it's 5 to 6 passengers. There is no news, but there is believed to be no survivors at this point. So we wish their families and, of course, the Holland America Group and everybody else the best. That was just came in overnight. So again, as we try to restart and get up and running, everybody is pulling together for these people. So God bless them and good luck. So what else? How was your week?
My week was great. We are working on this final interview for Carnival, Deck&engineer, culinary. And also we have weekly final interview with Virgin Voyages and the Apollo brands, Oceania, Regent, Seven Seas. And that's a great opportunity for all of you guys that want to work on board. Maybe you want to change the brand that you're working right now. You're working with a company for many years. You want to challenge yourself doing something different. So for the last 4 weeks, we've been extremely busy preparing people, orienting people, and make sure they have everything in order to present to our clients. And if you guys want to apply, you are new here, as you guys can see on the screen, cti-usa.com. You can go to our website right after this live and apply. Make sure that after you put all your application, put all information about yourself, your status, if you have a visa, yes or not, you end up doing the CTI Go video where we can see yourself presenting your experience, present everything that you have done. And that is going to be a first touch with you, and we are going to decide which cruise line better fit for your experience and profile.
There's so much news going on because there's 190 cruise ships that will sail again in August as the restart continues. But there's also everybody's talking about the Delta variant. And in America, we're also being hit with that, along with all around the world. So Disney World, Las Vegas, all the major cruise lines have changed their protocols again. They are masking up, as we call it. At one point, when we first started, they were certain looser restrictions on the mask, and now everybody, and across the Carnival fleet, meaning that Holland America, Princess, Seabourn, everybody, it is required to have a mask. It is required to have an antigen test before you go on board. The thing that cruise lines have to do is naturally they have to protect their investment. So it used to be, some were vaccinated, some are not vaccinated. Now everybody's got to show that they've been vaccinated. Everybody has to wear a mask, for the exception of when you're eating and maybe out on the open decks. But that's changing day by day. So naturally, when the virus strikes back, we have to strike harder.
Yeah, that's what happened when the democracy takes place, and then try to give people the option if they want to get vaccinated or not. And actually, this is jeopardizing the whole job that is doctors and scientists that have done for these last 2 years, because they developed this vaccine in order to protect everybody. But some people, if they don't take the vaccine, of course, they're affecting other people's life. And if you are in your country and you have opportunity, guys, go ahead and take your vaccine. This virus, as you guys can see, is killing lots of people. Unfortunately, we are losing even young people, like 30, 40 years old.
Yes.
Before, when the virus came, don't worry, because it's only for older people. They might have diabetes, they might have high blood pressure, things like that. But right now, we can see that this virus is killing anybody. Like, no matter how old you are, no matter how wealthy you believe that you are. And this is serious, guys. It's not about how much money you have. It's not about how healthy you are. It's about protecting yourself, using the mask, take the vaccine, respect the social distance, and isolate yourself. If you have assignment to join on board, guys, isolate yourself. Do not go hang around with people, because you might get the virus. And I don't know, maybe it's not showing on this PCR initially, but right, going forward is going to appear. So protect yourself and isolate yourself, mostly when you have your first assignment.
It's true what Eduardo says, because I just had a meeting actually at 3 a.m. in the morning with a major cruise line, and they are changing their protocols to bring crew on board. You know, we've been saying to isolate for the 14 days before you go. Make sure that you're protecting yourself. If you are going outside, wear your mask, wash your hands, do all these things. These are truly in effect. For a little bit, we thought, okay, the light at the end of the tunnel is coming. We're able to relax things a little bit, and then here comes another strain called the Delta variant, still COVID, and it's hitting hard. So we recommend and strongly suggest that everybody do keep your mask on. Don't relax. And the same thing's happening here in Florida. You know, Florida was one of the highest number of cases since the pandemic began. So it's time to mask up again, and
Right.
of course, be sure and keep yourself healthy. One of the things that we had worked on overnight for the show was the Maritime Challenge, and we actually have 4 contestants today. We're going to try and bring those to you if we can technically get that done, because we know a lot of people like to cheer on their fellow crew members. Mm-hmm. We have Holland America, we have Virgin Voyages. And we have a couple others. RCCL is in there. So
That's cool.
Tell us more about that. Maritime Challenge.
Yeah, the Maritime Challenge, it's a campaign that we are running for the 2nd year, and give you guys the opportunity to show your talent, show things that you love to do. Maybe you're not doing what you love to do because you professionally are pursuing a different career, but you're very passionate about it, singing, dancing, telling jokes, telling stories, engaging people. And if you go to our website, cti-usa.com, you are going to see one page that was built specifically for everybody who wants to apply for a Maritime Challenge. What you have to do is to read the requirements, make a nice video, prepare yourself. You can interact with people using camera, using Zoom, and make a video different, like doing this that you love to do. Send to us the video that we will select. We're going to bring here to life, and you guys might end up winning $1,000 if you're the first one. But total in prizes, we have $4,000 to give away. Airline ticket, tablets, what else? iPhones, iPads, AirPods,
Cash.
or cash. Like, you decide if you want the material, the present, the gift itself. We send you the gift itself. But if you want the cash, and I know most people, they like the cash. That's what I mentioned about the money. And then you can buy whatever you feel like. You can buy whatever you wanted. But be part of what we're doing. Go to our website, cti-usa.com. It's a time to challenge yourself. It doesn't take much time of your life. It have to be something that you have pleasure doing. Right? It's not a forced thing to do it. Just be natural. Just be yourself, and pick one thing that you enjoy doing, like playing soccer, whatever you feel like. But be part of our Maritime Challenge, and we're going to present your video the same way we are presenting these guys today.
Now, the first guy today is actually from Virgin Voyages, and he's going to dance. And when he dances, you can see why he fits Virgin Voyages. His name is Gunawan. And he's actually, from the Apollo Group, which of course is Virgin Voyages. He's from Indonesia. And check this out, guys. This guy is pretty cool.
Hey guys, the CTI Group Maritime Challenge is on. Show your company spirit. Rise up. Stay strong. We will be back. www.cti-usa.com to register. Bring it back. Hey, bring it back.
Mr. Gunawan can do. He's a chef de party.
Wow.
Can you see that dance?
Let's make this environment great, right?
Yeah.
Playful.
So good luck to him, and I know we've sent emails to everybody who's in today's Maritime Challenge. If you are from Virgin Voyages and you would like to vote for him, please, in the comments, say, you know what, I'm from Virgin Voyages, and I like Mr. Gunawan, chef de party. So imagine as you're walking into the dining room, or you're walking into, the open areas they have for food, and he's sitting behind the counter doing that.
That's great.
I'd stop by and have some food with him. All right, so Mr. Gunawan, congratulations to you. Next, we go to Carnival Cruise Lines, and we have 3 other maritime challenges, so hang in there. But Carnival Cruise Lines is now, because of the new COVID variant, is masking up all across the fleet, which we talked about this a few moments ago, whether it be Princess, whether it be Carnival, whether it be any Carnival ship. The whole corporation says now we mask up fleet-wide. Now, also, the Carnival the Mardi Gras made its first debut in Puerto Rico.
Let's check that out.
Have you been to Puerto Rico?
No, I never been.
An amazing place. It's in you know where it is, of course, South America. But anyway, she sailed into Puerto Rico, and of course, Christine Duffy was on hand to get the plaque. The mayor came out, all the dignitaries came out and said, welcome to the Carnival, Mardi Gras, and what a beautiful ship she is. We hope to get on there pretty soon. Now, Royal Caribbean as well. Royal Caribbean says that by the spring of 2022, every ship will be back in the water. And, by the way, I forgot to tell you, I got an email last night to be on a test cruise.
Oh, you got invited?
I did. I got invited to be on the test cruise.
Wow.
Did you get an invitation?
No.
Maybe you're just not special.
I'm preparing myself to join Virgin.
Oh, I don't think Virgin's doing test cruises.
You can go to Royal Caribbean.
Okay.
It's fine.
Well, they said I can bring 4 people.
No. You can choose someone else. I will be here running the Maritime Challenge.
Well, there you go. We might do it. We might do it live from there.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a pre. In other words, they're saying, okay, you've been selected, and then they'll say, okay, that you write in your information. Then there's a final selection.
Yeah. Tell me.
Kind of like the Maritime Challenge.
Tell me how much money you earn a year so we can see if you're going to be able
exactly.
to
Can you be one of our premium members, right? Anyway, Royal Caribbean, as we said, will be back to full operation by spring of 2022. So all you Royal Caribbean guys, and by the way, we have a Maritime Challenge guy from Royal Caribbean. So hang in there and cheer him on. Now, he has a very unique, and we're going to bring him on, not right now, but in a few minutes, a very unique gig, and as Virgin would say. Now, guys, as the COVID mask up is going on, we also have procedures in our offices. And our offices in some places have really, curtailed back, that's the word I wanted, curtailed back their office hours. And they're protecting themselves as well. In Indonesia, the office hours are very limited, so be sure and call before you go. Mm-hmm. Even though they still are processing and they're doing visas and all the documentation, be sure and call before you go, because many of the buildings will not allow people in the buildings. And as we know that Indonesia has been shut down, and week by week they make a decision whether to start back up again. So it's a touch and go basis. We have a video to show you if you come to one of our offices, and I'm sure we're not the only office doing this. Any agency you go to where COVID is rampant, then this is what's happening. So we have a video for you here.
Hello and welcome back to another CTI Group video. In this video, we will be giving you a look at the measures we have taken at CTI Group Worldwide Services and our global offices to defend against COVID-19. Please watch this to the end if you plan to visit our offices. New procedures have been implemented in our offices to protect the well-being of everyone involved. As the world changes, we change along with it and adapt to keep you safe and healthy. For your peace of mind, our staff have been trained to fully understand and carry out these protocols so that every visit is a safe one. Please adhere to these procedures. Before entry is permitted, you must sanitize your hands and have your temperature checked outside and logged. If your temperature is 38 degrees Celsius or higher, or you show any signs of sickness, we would ask you to go home and return when better. To maintain physical distancing, markers have been placed on the floor for you to keep 2 meters or 6 feet apart from others. In addition to this, seating areas have markers to keep anyone from sitting next to each other. Staff working behind desks or counters are also upholding a physical distance between one another. CDC posters from the USA and local approved signage are displayed to inform you of proper procedures in response to the virus. The offices also have automatic and manual hand sanitizer dispensers to ensure hand cleanliness. We ask that you wear the required personal protective equipment, such as face shields and face masks, when you visit, as our staff members are doing the same. Online processing and appointments are also an option for you. If you do come to one of our offices, the number of visitors will be monitored by way of scheduling appointments, so that there is never an excess of people inside. One of the many services we provide is the processing of crew documents. We do this so that you do not have to go to government offices yourself. These documents are handled in a safe manner that prevents close contact. Once dropped off, or delivered if you prefer, they will be taken care of by our staff with gloves and placed in boxes for sterilization. In medical testing for the virus, we arrange for you to go to approved facilities to be tested within 48 hours of your departure date. You will also go through a COVID-19 prevention briefing video 3 days before departure, where our staff will advise you on all the proper ways to protect yourself from the virus throughout your journey. We also ensure that the quarantine hotels we select adhere to all necessary health procedures. This includes having contactless check-in, sanitization of your luggage, physical distancing markers, and frequent disinfection of areas within the hotel. When transporting crew, we provide a disinfected shuttle that will bring them to and from airports. As much as it is our job to assist crew members in their journey of getting on board, it is also our job to keep them safe. We at CTI Group Worldwide Services care for you and your well-being. We are doing all we can to manage a safe environment for everyone involved and get through this together. Our hope is that this video has kept you informed on our new procedures. Please remember to like and share this with your fellow crew members. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.
Oops, there we are. You got to turn on the microphone to make it work. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Again, we say that, we are all seafarers here, so it's very important that you take care of yourselves, put the mask back on, take extra precaution because the Delta variant is nothing to mess with.
Yeah, guys, unfortunately, a couple of things we cannot control. I've seen healthy people getting COVID, but if you are healthy, your body has more immunity and sources to fight against the virus. But if you're not protecting yourself, if you're not eating properly, drinking water, resting, if you're not doing what you have to do, in case if that happen with you, you're gonna be in bad situation. So do as much as you can. Listen what we're talking to you. There is a difference between quarantine and isolation. When you isolate yourself, you're more likely to be protected, because sometimes when you quarantine, you still have people around you, and even if you're respecting the social distance, but they're still around you, they're breathing around you. And if you get assignment, make sure that you isolate yourself, because those days before you join on board, it is extremely important, not only to you, but also to your co-workers that is waiting for you on board. And if you go and then you end up spreading something on board, so you're going to jeopardize the whole the whole event, right?
Well, as
and
they
you
say,
have to do as everything you can. Don't remember 2 or 3 months ago that we have some crew members, and they was on a hotel quarantine, and then some of them left the hotel
they
and
went
then
out in
they
the
come
middle of the
back.
night.
So you don't do that. Just
No.
don't try to be different. Just being unresponsible, right? If you want to be different, go study, go protect yourself, go do something to help others, but do not be irresponsible, because this is serious.
Absolutely, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. You know, there's the buses are sanitized, the hotels are sanitized, they're monitoring people left and right as they go in and out. So again, as Eduardo says, be sure and do your part. One of the reasons a lot of people join the show today is to talk about positions. And yes, as you said earlier, we've got lots and lots of positions. There's still lots of people are applying, by the way. And I know that a lot of people are applying and they're saying, oh, what about me? What's going to happen? Because so many people are applying, which is a great thing, right? It's not that you apply and today we get back to you tomorrow.
Correct.
You know, we have to give it a little bit of time, because all of our recruiting team are going through the videos. They're watching what's happening. They're assessing your video, which is very important. So please give that a little bit of time, but still the need for the positions are there. And Deck and Engine is what we're going to talk about now. But don't go away, because we have virgin positions coming up and more. But go ahead.
Yeah. So one of the reasons that we mentioned you guys to go and apply to the CTI Go video is because once you make your video, you're good. You feel comfortable, feel good that sometime we're gonna check your video. We have thousands of applications, and of course we are giving preferences for those positions that the cruise line are requiring from us. Some position they want the most, some position they want for like in 1 month or two. So, but don't worry, we're gonna contact you. We're gonna make sure that you're gonna be ready when the requisition come towards your position. And by the way, for you guys that applying, understand that 2021 forward, video interviews is going to be something very common. And I know that most of you are not familiar with that. It's something new for you. It's a new venture. But you have to master that skill. It's not difficult. Most of you guys already have a phone, you have a mobile, you have a PC at your house, and you can practice. You don't have to wait until you get in the final interview, so you can test yourself on a momentum that is extremely important to you. You can do that beforehand. Reason that we have the CTI Go video is not only to assess your skill, but at the same time check if you are going to be able to deliver the best at yourself, the best that you have into a Go video or any platform that has the same features. I've been watching some people, and I saw that some of them try to be extremely smart. That's what they think they are. During the interview, some of them has notes right behind the computer, so they can try to look in front of the camera, but time to time they look down and they try to read the answer. So why do you think that doing that you're gonna get approved? Don't cheat, because when you're working on board and a guest asks you something, you don't have a note to check the note and then go back to the guest. You have to be spontaneous. You have to be natural. You have to have the know-how. Don't try to put a note in front of your computer, divide the camera, and sometimes you look in the camera, sometimes you look at the notes so you can give the right answer. You don't have to be perfect. We are here checking you and see potential more than like what you already have. Most of you guys, we cruise lines and everybody, they check your potential, how much they can develop you going forward, not only what you have at this time. Don't try to come with perfect answers and try to speak the perfect English. If you have that, great. That's what we are looking for. But you don't have, just be yourself, smile, be spontaneous and natural, because that's what we are looking for. And just as a highlight, we have 2 crew members that unfortunately did not represent us, not because they don't qualify, not because they don't have the right skill, but because during the final interview, they try to be smarter, right, on the bad way. They try to cheat the system and try to look for reading the answers. Guys, you do this every single day. That's your job. Otherwise, what you're doing here, if you come to add value through your skill, if someone asks about your skill, you don't have to think about it. And if you do have, just think about it in your mind, but you don't have to read, you don't have to take notes, just be natural. This way, you're going to get approved. But if any means you try to read something, you're going to be automatically disqualified. And just keep that in mind. This is not only here with CTI, it's any platform. Because going forward, video interviews is going to become a essential platform to work with, and it's going to be something normal.
You know, guys, as Eduardo says, right, the worst thing to do is to think about the question and write it down, and then, you know, someone can tell if you're reading a book.
Of course.
Like, hi, my name is John, and this is what I do. If you read it, whether then hi, I'm John, and I, you know, just be very natural about it. It's good to practice, but when you go to do your interview, you know, just throw the paper away and say, I got this, right? You can go to school, you can do all the things you've done, and we know that videos sometimes can be intimidating. So don't be intimidated. Just, you know, do it 2 or 3 times.
Of course.
Practice
of
it.
Course.
You don't become a sous chef overnight, or a waiter, or a busboy,
And
or a chef.
listen, and if you are nervous, like I say, oh, I'm nervous. This is my first time in front of a camera. I would prefer to have someone interacting with me. But okay, let me give the answer. Oh, I start to work here and there. When you acknowledge that you have something, that fear goes away as well. But we always recommend you guys to practice before. You know?
Now, not only do we have food and beverage, housekeeping, deck and engine positions, we have a short little video here, and look at this video. Pay close attention, and you will see this is just a selection of the actually the positions that we're looking for deck and engine. Small portion of what we're looking for. And you guys who work in Deck and Engine, you know the positions. Go to our website, CTI.com, and get your resume there and your video.
We are waiting for you. And understand, guys, we analyze people based on position. And based on your position, we are going to check your communication, your English. Don't think that because you're working on the engine or on a deck area, your English must be perfect, right? As I mentioned, we analyze based on your position. Some people requires more, some people require less. But of course, if you have more and more, it's better for you, better for your career. Don't try to, you know, to cheat anybody. Just be honest with yourself. If you're honest, I can assure you, you're gonna get approved. It's not difficult to get approved.
I think more, maybe it's being natural. Right, just being natural. We're not saying everyone's trying to cheat. It's just like be natural.
Yeah, no, but
right?
but
just
but
be natural, as though you're talking to your friend.
Just so you guys understand, we have some cases that people try to cheat to be smarter. Like they try to not be honest with first, not be honest with themselves. Because if you believe in yourself, if you have confidence in yourself, you don't need to come up with notes when you are doing the interview. You're gonna deliver naturally. And then second, they didn't have respect from us that is represent them, sending them to our clients. So that's the word. They're not honest, and some people they are not. And we have to separate them. And we want to tell you that if any moment in your brain you think like, oh my God, I'm so nervous, I'm going to do this, do never do that. Because this is just getting started right now. This is something that is a new, even for us, you know, going to a platform to do final interviews. And we have to start to eliminate possibilities when people are going to rely in one note or try to put something in front of the computer. Do never do that, because you are going to be automatically disqualified.
Yeah, and especially, you know, again, we can pass over this at this point, but I think that do not list anything that you are not. Do not think that if I put something on the video, they're going to believe me, because just the video is the first start. At one point, someone will do a live interview with you back and forth, and if what you put on the video, remember, it's always recorded, so they can go back and look at it and say, hey, wait a minute, you said this and this. Well, you know, sir, I wanted to get the job. Well, that's you'll be disqualified extremely fast.
And for me, I love people. I love to help people. And most of you guys who knows me know about my passion about help people. But I like to help people who are honest. And if you try to represent someone that you are not, then you're not helping yourself. You're not helping us, because we can't help you, right? Don't try to make your resume looks better than really is in terms of putting skills and jobs that you never done in your life just to represent something. And we are saying this because time to time we find people like that, and we want to avoid the same way we talk about scammers, like people that try to take your money and send you nowhere. Why? Because people who usually get in a situation like that is because they know they're not capable and they are more willing to pay so they can go forward, but that's not going to happen. Yeah.
You know, guys, don't think that we have a lot. There's been a
Yeah.
few, right? Because we have thousands of people. But we did want to bring up, just because there's a few, not to let it continue out there, not to let someone say, "Oh, you can go do this and you'll pass."
No,
because
you're
that
not gonna
won't
pass.
happen.
Just
that won't happen.
No, because if we don't talk about it, people believe like, oh, I can do that. It's gonna
Oh, yeah.
work. No. I'm already letting you know that's not gonna work. And mostly because I can watch your interview 1, 2, 3, 10 times, and I say, let me check the first question when I ask who you are, and you naturally answer. And then let me go back to that question when it's more likely technical question and see if your body language was kind of the same. Oh no! Now you're looking down, so you're cheating. So
That's again why you should go video, because we get to see it first, and we can come back to you and say, "Hey, you need to improve this. You need to do that," before you do the cruise line video, right? Because the cruise line video has an algorithm in the back that listens to your voice, and they can tell if you're afraid, if you're not sure of what you're thinking about or talking about. So let's be really careful with some of that stuff.
Be afraid. It's not a problem. You know, be nervous is not a problem. Never will be a problem, because this is a human being's feeling. The problem is the action that you take to cover that. If you just acknowledge, oh, I'm sorry, I'm nervous, and then you continue giving the answer, it's not a problem. You can get approved. Nobody gonna reject you because of that. But they might reject you if you try to be too perfect. If your answer is like, sometimes I feel the person is just reading a job description right in front of me. Can you
No, that
imagine
doesn't work.
I'm telling you.
Right.
Sometimes I'm here listening to the person, and then I say, wow, this answer is too perfect. Let me see here. And then you look at the person's
Word
body
for
language.
word
Yeah.
for word, they're reading the job description. That's not the right thing to do as well. All right, let's move on. We have Maritime Challenge number 2, and this gentleman comes from Holland America Line. He is from the Eurodam, so the competition continues. First was Virgin Voyages. Now we have Holland America. He's a dining room utility, and his name is Danny. So, Danny, take it away.
sedikit waktu mencintai aku. Tolong karope hatiku, aku bisa buatmu jatuh cinta kepadaku, meski kau tak cinta kepadaku. Beri sedikit waktu, biar cinta datang karena telah terbiasa.
Are back, and let me make a correction here. That was actually Mr. Dewe, and he's from Carnival Cruise Line. He's on the Magic, and he's a laundry attendant. Now, I watched his video, so again, excuse me, Dewe, we're sorry, but that was Dewe, just so you know, guys. In his song, you know, it's a love song, and in the words of the love song is, "If you spit on me, I will still make you love me." So imagine, this guy must really be in love with that young lady. So congratulations to him, right? I mean, I think that Mr. Dewe, and by the way, if you're from Carnival, vote for Mr. Dewe. And in the comments, say, Dewe's my man. Dewe is the guy, right? Especially if you're from Carnival. All right, moving along. You know that when you go to the ship, you will be in quarantine. When you first arrive, there are a number of days, some 7, some 10, that you'll be in quarantine. You'll more than likely be in a passenger cabin with a balcony, but you also must prepare yourself for that quarantine. Quarantine can be very lonely at times. You know, you sit there, you're by yourself 24/7. They bring the food, they knock on your door, they leave it at the floor, right? And you open your cabin door and you take the food inside, and you're there all this time by yourself, which gives you a lot of time to think. So this is why it's very important that you take things with you. You will have internet, which is important, and hopefully it'll be good enough to watch CTI. But anyway, you'll, take some books, take some magazines, take your iPad, have your phone ready, communicate on WhatsApp with your family. Communicate with us. Let us know what's going on. Anyway, we've put this video together, and it's 6 things that you should know while you're in quarantine.
Hello and welcome to CTI Group's channel. More and more crew are needed back on board now, with all the cruise lines that are starting up again. Getting back on board means following the many protocols and new guidelines that ships have placed to ensure a safe voyage for everyone. One of these protocols is, for newly joining crew to quarantine alone in a cabin from anywhere between 7 and 14 days. That's a long time to be alone in a small space, so we've created this video of our top 6 tips to help you keep busy while quarantining on board. Number 1. First, we'll start with the best tip, which is to create a routine for yourself. Figure out how you want to spend your time each day and stick to it, maybe even write it down. Having a routine could help make the days go by faster and make it less likely for you to be bored and not knowing what to do. Now, as for what this routine could be, keep watching for more suggestions of things to do while in quarantine. Number 2. Exercise. This is a common way to not only pass time, but also keep yourself healthy. You may not be able to go to the ship's gym during this time, but gym equipment isn't needed in order to exercise. If you're not good at creating exercise routines on your own, then try to look some up before leaving home. Along with exercise, you could also do yoga or meditation. These are some other great ways to help ease your mind and pass the time. Number 3. Training. Your cruise line may require you to complete some online training as you quarantine. The courses may be set up for you to go through in your own time, but don't spend all of your first few or last few days trying to finish it up. As we said, creating a routine is key, so try to dedicate a certain amount of time each day to your training. This will prevent you from having too much free time with nothing to do if you finish too early, and from frantically rushing to finish during your last few days. Number 4. Digital entertainment. This has become quite a common way for crew members to pass time, even when quarantining wasn't something that had to be done. By entertainment, we mean watching movies, TV shows, or even playing games on a tablet or laptop. Unfortunately, the Wi-Fi on board cruise ships is not the best, so we highly suggest that you download these things on your device before going on board if you can. Number 5. Reading or writing. We've all got that one book that we've wanted to read, but just haven't had the chance to get around to it. Well, here's the chance. Bring a book or download an ebook that you know will keep you entertained. Reading is a great way to keep your mind occupied, and might even be a nice little escape from the small room you will be quarantining in. If reading isn't your thing, then maybe writing could be. The great thing about writing is being able to write anything you want. You can journal about your days, create your own short stories, write about the things you like or dislike, or just write any thoughts that come to mind. Number 6. Drawing. Another use of a pencil and some paper is to draw. Whether you draw all the time or not at all, it's always a great way to relax and create something new. There is even a crew member from Carnival Cruise Line who created comics about his time working on board. We hope that you found some of the suggestions in this video to be useful. We truly care about all of the crew members out there, and wish for you all to have safe and healthy journeys out at sea. Let us know your favorite way to pass time in quarantine in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and share it with your fellow crew members. If you want to see more content like this, then subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to be updated whenever we release new videos. Thanks for watching and have a great day.
All right, we are back. And again, guys, quarantine in your cabin. Be prepared for it. Mentally prepare yourself. Take your iPad, your phone, your tablet, whatever it may be. Articles, books, drawing, as you can see. These are good suggestions for you to take. Right, Eduardo?
That's it. You need all your arsenal with you so you can win the battle. Okay, guys, for those who's watching us here and you haven't subscribed to our channel, don't hesitate by doing that. You can do right now. Just click on the button, subscribe on our channel, and hit the bell notification. Every time when we post a new video just like that, giving you guys orientation and tips. How can you improve your behavior? How can you improve your attitude so you can deliver a best of yourself? So you're gonna receive this video in first hand every time when we post a new one. Don't forget, Put your comment below where you're from, which cruise line would you like to work with, and be part of our family, CTI-USA.com.
You know who I see? Mr. Dewe is in the audience.
Oh, that's
He's
great.
there with his video. He's like, oh my God, thanks for inviting me, Mr. Dewe. You are quite welcome. We're happy that you joined the Maritime Challenge. And again, it is open to everyone.
Everybody.
$1,000 first prize.
That's great.
I take the cash. I take the cash. But it's $4,000 altogether. I mean, there are, as we said, airline tickets, iPhones, all these kind of things. Guys, enter. Just go to our website and you'll see a tag at the top that says Maritime Challenge, and you can enter right there.
That's it.
Speaking of the Maritime Challenge, let's go back to Maritime Challenge 2 because we played 3 last time. So, number 2 is Danny. Danny is from Holland, America. He's from the Eurodam. He's going to do an instrumental for us. And you know what? I would like to live where he's playing. Check this out. America line, the Eurodam. So congratulations to Mr. Danny. You know, a nice relaxing song to go have a nice cup of coffee, take a little break, you know, slow, sweet, sentimental. A lot of Asians like slow, sweet, sentimental songs. So Danny, thank you for joining in, and thank you for being part of what we're doing here. I see in the comments that it says, please pray for Myanmar. We know that, and this is from Saul. There's a lot of things going on in Myanmar at the moment. Not only do they have the uprising there, right? The COVID is very, very hard hitting there as well. Also across the rest of Asia. So guys, we can't say enough. Please mask up. As you see, Danny had his mask on while he was out there playing by the pool. So Thailand, hello from Thailand as well. People who have submitted their Go video and are waiting. Greetings from Thailand as well. Can hardly wait for the Maritime Challenge performances. So lots of things going on there.
That's great, guys. Continue going to our website, submit your video, show your talent, your passion, CTI-USA.com, and you also have the opportunity to apply for a job if you're seeking for one. You go to CTI video interview, and you have the opportunity to present yourself professionally, send to us, and we're gonna take care of you.
Okay, coming up next, we have positions from Virgin Voyages. Last week, we did a big show on Virgin Voyages. If you would like to know more, go and watch last week's show because we talked about all kinds of positions for Virgin Voyages. Understand that the Scarlet Lady is out, and that's where the gentleman who was in our first Maritime Challenge at the beginning of the show, he was representing Scarlet Lady. And then comes, of course, the Valiant Lady, and then comes...
Resilient Lady,
right? So as we talk about the positions, again, we need 4 Virgin Voyages. They're on the screen here. Some of the ones we did not mention last week was housekeeping positions, all the gigs as they call it. That means all the positions. The cabin host, the assistant cabin host, the cabin assistant, the linen keepers, the uniform attendants, the tailors, the laundry staff. And also, we go to the hotel department, hotel storekeeper, F&B storekeeper, assistant storekeeper, utility storekeeper. What else, Eduardo?
Culinary position. Culinary is the one everybody loves, like chefs, sous chefs, CDPs, pastry cooks, assistant cooks. So all the galley people. So guys, you guys are so welcome to apply. Basically, during this time, guys, we are recruiting for all the position. Of course, that some position we give more preferences as the cruise line start to request them from us. But you are welcome, no matter which position you are, no matter where you're from. You are welcome to apply to our website. One more time, go to our website. It's a big funnel there. You can come to us, and then we're gonna take care of you.
You know, looking back at the comments here, and some great comments. Thank you guys for all the comments. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Hello, Miss Judy. Hello, 2 Judys, because my sister Judy and my Aunt Judy is there. They're always there supporting us, and thank you so much. Mr. Agung, yes, I am ready. Gentleman says, Royal Caribbean, you rock. All right, Royal Caribbean crew, rock. Okay, Mr. Agung. So speaking of which, our last gentleman is from Royal Caribbean for the Maritime Challenge. And I think we have a video first about our culinary positions that we might need. Nope. I think we're going to go to the Maritime Challenge. This gentleman comes from Royal Caribbean. His name is Ruslan. He is a team waiter. And he took a TikTok that he did, little comedy. He calls it singing and dancing. I don't see any dancing, but I do see what he's doing. So if you're from Royal, support this guy. Here we go.
The Maritime Challenge 2021 is on. If you want to win over $1,000, if you want to show the world your talent and everything that you can do behind the scenes, go to our website, cti-usa.com and submit, register with us, send to us your video. Also, the link below here, you can register through that link. So I'm excited and we are excited to see your talent, and you can share your talent to the world. That's it. Yes, congratulations to him.
Yeah, Mr. Ruslan, that was quite the entry there. So everybody from Royal Caribbean, jump in and support Mr. Ruslan. We thank you for putting that little ditty together there for us. It's one of his TikTok videos I can see. So today, right, again, for Maritime Challenge, guys, you need to go on to the comments and vote. From Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady, Mr. Gunawan, who's a chef de partie. From Holland America Eurodam, Danny, who is the piano instrumental. Carnival Magic, we had Dewe, who is a laundry attendant. And from the last but not least, the RCCL, Mr. Ruslan. So go in the comments and let us know who you should think should move on to the next level, right, as the Maritime Challenge continues. Again, as we said earlier, we have lots of needs for a lot of positions. We broke it up a little bit today with the Maritime Challenge. Food and beverage, housekeeping, deck and engine, Carnival Cruise Line, Virgin Cruise Lines, Oceania Cruise Lines, Regent Cruise Lines, just on and on and on.
Yeah, that's the opportunity. Remember, on our website you can find many things. Apply for a job, entertain yourself, be part of what we do. And you also can join on our channel. Subscribe on our channel, give your like, watch all the videos that we have posted for the last 365 days, because there are a lot of information that can change the way you think, change the way you see, and move your career forward, working on a cruise line and understand the new protocols from now on.
You know, guys, when we're about to leave, but before you leave, please subscribe, hit that like button. It's really important for us. It keeps the channel moving. It lets YouTube know that we're doing the right thing. And of course, for you as guys, this is for you, right? This is for all the crew members out there, regardless of what cruise line you work for. This is the place where you'll find all the new opportunities as they come available, and you'll be notified if you subscribe. So important information there. Give it your like. So on behalf of myself, Eduardo, and the entire CTI Group team, we again cannot emphasize, please stay safe. Take care of yourself. This the variant is reacting again, and we all need to take care of ourselves. We've come this far, and now is not the time to let your guard down. We would like to thank everyone for joining us. Eduardo?
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. It's a huge pleasure to have you guys here. Don't forget, stay with us. Next Friday we have more live, we have more show, and we can't wait to see you one more time.
All right. Have a great weekend. God bless everybody.
Bye.